Hey. Hi, Virgos. All right. So, Virgos, it's been a heavy energy for Virgos. The deck feels heavy. Things just feel heavy right now. We have the World card. Well, if Virgo is starting a new chapter of their lives, perhaps, we would think that would feel lighter. So, I don't know, though. We have the Fool here. Is there a decision to be had? Is that what this is about? The World card, Capricorn energy. We have the King of Swords sideways. Okay, so it's not Virgo's energy. We have got a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius thinking heavily about the Virgo at the moment, about either starting a new chapter with or without the Virgo, maybe. Why are they sideways? Why is he in a place of distress? Four of Wands in the reverse. There's something about, I almost feel like somebody is trying to accept the fact that it's never going to happen with Virgo, or like Virgo doesn't want them. Is that what this boils down to? The Magician, hang on, the Magician is, they've been trying to manifest something with Virgo, but like from afar. Eight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. You know what I think this is? We may have a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius who is realizing that like this is the time, but they actually don't have faith that this is going to work. It's not about them trying to let go of Virgo. It's about them trying to take the leap toward Virgo. They feel like they know that now is the time. Now is, if ever there were going to be a chance, it is now. But they don't really have confidence that this could possibly work, however much they want it. Where is their confidence being sunk? Why is that happening? By the way, we do have strong Virgo, Gemini. So they've obviously been trying to manifest Virgo because of that Magician card. Then we also have strong Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. Their confidence is being sunk because of their regrets. What happened? What'd you do? You got big old regrets. What's your number one regret with Virgo? Page of Swords sideways. Something that they didn't see until now. Something that they're still a little bit unclear about. What is this? Empress in more of the reverse and the King of Pentacles upright. Oh, it's the way they treated Virgo. It's the way they treated Virgo. Either they were still married when they met Virgo, they were still with the karmic when they met Virgo, and they implied that they were there 100% for Virgo when in fact they were not truthful about something. Why do we have that Page of Swords? It's like gathering information that's maybe they thought Virgo was going to be a bit of fun on the side. And so it didn't matter if they just came in and pretended and played a bit of a game with Virgo. My impression on this, unfortunately, is that we have somebody who wasn't truthful. I don't know if they just conveniently decided to omit the fact that they had a karmic in their life. They could have still been married. And they acted like they were all in it for Virgo, King of Pentacles, but there was this. But because they weren't interested in this, they went ahead and conveniently failed to mention that. They decided that it wouldn't really matter if they didn't say that, because what was Virgo supposed to have been to them? Ten of Cups in the reverse. Virgo was never supposed to matter that much. Virgo wasn't supposed to be the person that they were going to view as their great happiness. So it didn't matter. I think, I'm so sorry. I know this is just an awful message, but in this storyline, they did not expect to fall for Virgo. They didn't expect to feel this way about Virgo. They didn't think that Virgo could matter this much to them. Virgo wasn't supposed to be their happiness. So it didn't matter if they tried to get with Virgo under false pretenses, because it was only going to be so brief. They'd never have to tell the truth anyway. Now they're at this point where it's like, all they want to do is manifest Virgo. And now they, for whatever reason, why is it that they think that now is the time? What's with the Wheel of Fortune? Six of Swords. What has been left behind? Is this their drama with their ex? Yeah. Tree of Life in the reverse, Seven of Wands. They have broken away from whatever their old entire family group is, and they have defended their position of not going back. They're not dealing with a karmic anymore. The karmic has no attachments, even though this was obviously difficult for them to get out of. Let me ask, did you do this? Did you finally break away from a karmic because of Virgo? Or was this something that, well, we'll just leave it as that. We've got the Star card. We've got the Hanged Man. We've got the Two of Swords. So did you do this because of Virgo? I'm going to say yes. I think that what might have happened is this took them by surprise. They didn't realize Virgo would be the star in their mind. Virgo would be the destination that they wanted. Virgo would be the person that they wanted. And then it became, oh, that's not, I can't do that. There's this huge delay between me being able to be with Virgo because I'm still connected to somebody else. And I also conveniently failed to mention that. I definitely don't want to tell Virgo that now, that I'm actually, eyebrow deep in another connection that I'm just not interested in. So I decided to ignore it. And then the other side of that, that's also, very unsavory, is the fact that then they'd also have to admit, well, the reason I didn't tell you is because I didn't really expect you to matter to me like this. And then instead you became the most important thing to me. But now I've not been transparent. And on top of it, I don't want to tell you this. And I definitely don't want to tell my Virgo, how I thought of this, because this is like somebody that was in an unsatisfying connection. And so they decided to make themselves happy by, I don't know if they were particularly charming. Like what was their interaction with Virgo in the past while they were deceiving Virgo? Okay, so they came across like, yep, single, I'm single all day, super single, super affluent, super, oh, my life is just my own. Everything's great, great, great. And then Virgo was their Two of Cups. So here's the thing. This person fooled around and fell in love, but to make it worse, they met the person of their dreams, which was Virgo, while deceiving Virgo and while having started out as somebody that was just purely self-serving. I can see why they don't believe this will ever work. What are you going to do? King of Swords. I mean, you're at that point. That's just it. That's where all the heaviness comes from. King of Swords, what are you going to do? He literally cannot even decide. He's on a tightrope. Here's the thing, though. I think he knows what he's going to do. I just think he's braced for an absolute epic fail. He's, the Two of Pentacles is like, well, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that. But I mean, obviously, Eight of Coins, he keeps trying to buy himself more time. He keeps going back and thinking about other things. What are you studying, or what are you still working on? What are you trying to buy yourself time by giving attention to something else? Knight of Wands, this could have to do with travel. This could have to do with trying to figure out something else. Hanged Man, unless he's out there trying to see, is there anybody else that I would like instead of Virgo? So maybe I could just go for somebody other than Virgo. That better not be the case. What's the Knight of Wands about? Ugh. Knight of Cups. Is this about Virgo, or are they actively wondering, like, maybe I can just go date somebody else instead of go back to the Virgo? King of Pentacles, Queen of Coins in the reverse. Okay, so no, it's about Virgo. It's not about them trying to go find somebody else. They're buying themselves time, trying to figure out, and they could be like trying to read books or find the right words to say, or try to figure out, how am I going to explain all of this to my Virgo? How am I going to try to convince Virgo that the way I treated them in the past was like everything they don't expect Virgo to actually give to them. And they want to present it that way, that they understand that bit. But there's also like, if you would give me a chance to show you that I'm different, that everything that I pretended to be before that is actually how I want to be with you, even though there's no reason you should say yes to me. They're trying to like figure out, and maybe it's not even that they're trying to buy themselves time so much as they are trying to figure out, how in the hell am I going to say this? How on earth? Because now Virgo's going to know I did come into you just as a player. That's what I intended to be. But then I actually fell in love with you, Virgo. How am I going to say that to my Virgo? I've got to think about this. I've got to find the right words. It's like they're reading, like looking for advice or something through like other scenarios to figure out the right language to use, to figure out. It's like they're trying to craft the sentences that could explain what they did before. This they made a mess. They made a really big mess. I'm like cringing because of their behavior for them, with this storyline, because it's like, wow, that's a lot to have to come and be straightforward about. Let me ask this. Let me jump back for a second and say, how did things end between you and Virgo? Since obviously, this couldn't have gone very far, considering they met Virgo with the intention of just basically conveniently pretending that they were single, and then trying something with Virgo, but then obviously actually falling in love with Virgo, but then having to deal with what they actually had going on. It says, how did it end? And we have the Temperance card. So on one hand, there was a moment of like really amazing like energy, like we're going to be together. But then the Death card, I almost feel, what I feel like, that this person like got all caught up in, oh my God, this is amazing. I met this Virgo. First, I was just dissatisfied where I was at. I was starting by, ignoring the fact that I was still in a connection of some variety with somebody, with a karmic. I meet this Virgo. I failed to mention my complications because I don't think it's going to last. But then I fall for Virgo, and then it's like amazing. Oh my God, this is amazing. My Virgo's my Two of Cups. This is the best I've ever felt. This is my person. Oh, wait a second. That means I have to change a whole bunch of things in my life. How's that going to work? I don't know if they tried to start a connection with Virgo to some extent, and then it was like this. The Death card says things end. Oh, they ended fast. If they tried for even a smidge of time to like two-time Virgo, like try to find balance, like maybe I can still stay in that other connection until I get figured out how to end it and build something with Virgo, it did not happen. So they stopped even coming around Virgo. This person, it was like absolute closure, just like dropped off the face of the planet kind of thing, really swiftly. That didn't work at all. Six of Pentacles is sideways. Yeah, I'm guessing Virgo wouldn't have any of it since this is Pentacles energy. I'm guessing Virgo instantly was like, where are you? Why are you not completely invested with me? Did Virgo figure out what was going on with them? Seven of Wands. I'm going to say, hell yeah, Virgo did, and probably stood up for themselves and might have done a mightily ferocious, like, I will shout down the heavens. I am blocking you on every front. Don't you even think about me. I'm thinking that Virgo put up the ultimate in blockages, and they thundered when they did it. Like this is no wonder this is heavy energy for this King of Swords, because as much as Virgo figured out something, let's put it that way, and Virgo put up a major blockage with this person. We've got that Hierophant in the reverse. We have the King of Swords upright, and we have the Two of Swords. And you know what's so ironic about that? As Virgo said, you are absolutely, I'm sorry, I'm going to fill in the blanks here. The Hierophant in the reverse is Virgo saying, I will never deal with you again. You can't come near me. This is not a connection at all. This is absolutely, you're not the person I would marry. You're not any of those things. And while Virgo was busy saying all that, that's when they were like, Virgo's definitely my forever person. Virgo is 100%. Now I just got to figure out how the hell can I fix this huge mess. That is nuts. That the moment that Virgo was like thundering in the sky, shouting that they would never have anything to do with this person and to get gone and not come near him again, is the moment they were that completely convinced that Virgo is absolutely their alpha pair. So that's what sealed the deal for them, that is their Two of Cups, because these wolves mate for life. They are, again, the King of Swords. And then they said, I have to go fix all this mess. How am I going to do this? And then they went off and they sat at the drawing board and they started to try to clean up their first chapter of their mess, which was that karmic and their connection. Three of Wands, Queen of Wands. And they just decided to promise themselves somehow, some way, I'm coming back. I'm hearing that song, Linda Ronstadt, I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou. With that Three of Wands, this is, I'm looking into the future, and this will be, they knew then that Virgo won't tolerate being any side dish, that Virgo doesn't have side dishes of their own. They were like, this made Virgo even more sexy, appealing, amazing, blah, blah, blah. They want Virgo more than ever. Well, sure. Yeah. You want the thing that you aren't. You want the real prize, but you weren't any of those things. Why would Virgo want to be with you? That's what you're going to have to try to convince Virgo of. Why would Virgo want to be with you when you've been none of the things that Virgo has shown to you? You didn't have the integrity. You didn't have truthfulness. You did have truthfulness with your ex. You didn't have it with Virgo. You didn't have true intentions, but you love Virgo because Virgo's the real deal. You love Virgo even more for being the real deal. And that makes Virgo even more sexy and 1 in a billion, but you're not 1 in a billion. Not with the way you were behaving. I'm not saying this King of Swords couldn't be an amazing person, but the traits that they've displayed have not been amazing at all. So I have to ask, how are you going to get this Virgo back? What's your game plan? I can see why it's real heavy. 4 of Wands, Knight of Swords, they don't really exactly have a game plan other than now that they've fixed stuff as far as like no longer being with a karmic. They just want to, after all this thought, after all this, trying to consider, what am I going to say? How am I going to do this? How am I going to come forward? I think they're going to suddenly impulsively come in and more or less ask Virgo to marry them. I mean, this is a 4 of Wands upright. This is it. I mean, they don't have anything else to say. There isn't anything other than the offer that they should have made Virgo at the beginning. 3 of Wands, but this still says they're pretty bummed out, thinking there's no way that's going to work. There's no way. The future, how am I going to do this? 2 of Swords when Virgo still has me blocked. What is your way around this? We see what they want to do. We see what their plan is, but we also see Virgo's still blocked them completely. 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands. And it's like, this is something that they think about. How am I going to get back in front of Virgo when Virgo has me blocked and has turned their back to me completely? I don't know. I mean, it's going to require you to be a different person than what you were. And it's going to require you probably to change everything about, and probably try to like really persevere, because I don't think this is going to be easy to even get an audience with Virgo. But let's see. Knight of Pentacles, the universe says that if they have a plan, be prepared that it's going to take a long time. The universe says, go for it. Come in as strong as you can, but just know it's going to take you a long time to even maybe win Virgo back, but do the thing that you impulsively feel. 4 of Cups, the Fool, make a fool of yourself if that's what you have to do. Express what kind of regrets you really have. Lay it all on the line. Lay yourself bare for once and lay yourself on the line to really, really, really explain the regrets that you have. They have to be able to like completely more or less drop whatever they, everybody wants to kind of like not look foolish. They don't really have that luxury anymore because they're going to have to probably put themselves on the line. We got the 4 of Swords and it is sideways. They have a lot to heal with Virgo. They have a lot to explain about why they would have behaved that way. What on earth was clouded in their mind? They need to probably like really have some significant communication if Virgo's going to talk to them. And again, they're asking for Virgo to give them a whole brand new beginning with this world upright. They're going to have to understand that before you get a new beginning, you would still have to first heal the stuff from the past. And that's really what they're asking Virgo first is, will you let me heal the stuff from the past? Final message on this. The Tower. Yeah, they can't come in with any ego. It seems like they're working through this. It seems like that's what their plan is, but that's what it would take. So this is going to be a lengthy process for them. Okay, I'm going to leave this one here. Whoo, that was heavy. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing.